Hi Scorpio, get straight into it Scorpio and we'll see what's happening. So the first column you have here, Scorpio, the King of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, there's quite a hefty amount of money that's coming in here with the King of Pentacles. This is quite a large sum that's coming in. It could be an asset. You might be buying an asset or receiving an asset from the company or the job that you work for. Maybe it's a company car, maybe it's a phone. It could be the latest phone. The King of Pentacles is a very established, affluent figure here. It could also be a prominent Taurus. Could be Capricorn or Virgo, but most prominently a Taurus here. Interesting that he's with the Seven of Pentacles here. This is exchange, growth of funds, assessment of life, gain, financial gain, I feel as well. So there's definitely, for a lot of you, there's a salary increase that's coming up here. It could be a bonus scheme, incentives of some kind here that are coming up that will be implemented in the job, or that you might be able to enjoy firsthand. For some, there's an opportunity that this King of Pentacles is going to offer, because here he's come up again as a King of Pentacles, and he's sort of making an offer, what looks like a pentacle, and he's making an offer, so to speak. So I feel there's an earth sign that's making you an offer of money and giving you a contract. I feel there's important people that are coming in, because you have four kings in total. So there's very influential, powerful, autonomous, authoritarian people that are around you in the next coming month. There's an exchange that's happening here. So a lot of salary talk, there's a lot of attention centered on finances. I'm not sure if you're going into work with finances or the financial division, or organizing other people's finances, accounting, financial planning, financial consultancy as well, definitely. But it's about assessment too, assessment of finances, also assessment of the career path and where you're wanting to go. But I love this energy around the King of Pentacles. He's very established, has a lot of direction, there's stability. The Pentacles plant our feet firmly on the ground. So if there has been instability, Scorpio, I think this is about to change. It could be a superior, or it could be you, if you have this earth energy in your chart, but I feel like you're really becoming more refined in your skills, or liaising with people who have quite a bit of finesse about them, or they're more established, or they have affluence about them. So I love these two cards paired together. I feel you'll be, if you have a business or the company you work for, you'll be having quite a bit of people coming in that are wanting to spend more money. And for some reason, you're going to help them either spend that money or watch their money in your career. But it could also be a hint or an indication into what's ahead for you. There could be growth of your own funds, which I love. A lot of saving that's potentially happening. And this could be coming from income streams, bonuses, incentives. I feel like you'll be very responsible with this extra money that you might receive. Because moving over to the next column, you have the King of Wands paired with the King of Pentacles. As I said, powerful, influential people are around you. Definitely people in high positions are noticing you, I think, and assessing how you're working, your skills, etc. I feel like there's an opportunity, it could be a paid opportunity to commute, to travel, to either train or to look over finances somehow, or potentially get trained up in finances. There's a lot of pentacles here. This might be in the form of, getting an MYOB certificate or MYOB training, working in logistics, in accountancy, accounts receivable, accounts payable maybe. So this opportunity might present itself, because the King of Wands is all about this. There's an anxious energy to this person, to this king. He can't sit still. He wants to go out there. It could be a newfound enthusiasm, and it could be that you've assessed that you have the finances to start something, and that would be great. Just watch them is all I'm saying, because there could be a time where you get a little bit ahead of yourself here, Scorpio. But for the most part, I admire the King of Wands. There's a certain intensity, and there's a feeling of action and adventure about him. So I feel like you're embarking potentially on something new, and it's something to do with finances. It could be embarking on a new budget plan. It could be that you might have to manage the company's finances or your own. But I feel like there could be a trip coming up. There could be a commute. And hey, this could even be the reason why you're looking over finances. You're looking at those expenses that you spend traveling out to places, potentially business expenses. But the King of Pentacles is here again. It is someone of high status, someone of wealth. It's a large asset. It's establishment too. So you're establishing a footing, I feel. There's stability. So for some, this could even mean going past your probation period in the next few months. You're leaving that behind. And someone wants to offer you a more permanent contract as well. But I feel like you're being showered with money here for some reason, because with the King of Pentacles, it is a pentacle, but it almost looks like the sun god Ra, or Aten, and the Egyptians would often depict him with these beautiful rays, but here it's a pentacle. So I feel like you're waiting to receive something financially. You're waiting to be compensated, and whatever it is that you're waiting on, whether it's work compensation or something to do with the company, I feel you will receive it in the next coming months. Or perhaps something has been instigated or initiated during the time of Taurus, and you'll actually be receiving this within those coming months. I feel like you might, for those that are waiting for a job interview or to meet with someone, a new client, you're going to be traveling out and meeting with someone very important here to discuss finances, a role, a job opportunity, a wholesaling contract, a supplying contract, etc. So, I mean, this is something exciting. I feel like there's something in the works here for you, Scorpio, something big. You do have the King of Cups followed by the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is this, it's sort of this help. Help is given, it's financial help. The help is given or received. There's repayment, equality, charity. There's donation with the Six of Pentacles. So there's a sponsorship potentially. This could also be asking for funds, whether it's funds to start your own business, to fund your own idea, funds to contribute to a company maybe. There is an offer of money coming in here, and I think it's either you're asking for help or someone is seeking help from you. It could be this client, or it could be you might start working for a banking or a financial institution, a creditor maybe, and things really progress for you from there. There could be a bit of turbulence around finances, around the company's finances, or around assets, because we see this water. It's quite turbulent. But yet you are coming up as the King of Cups, so you are very poised. So no matter what is happening around you, I feel like there's something big brewing here for you, to be honest. I'm not sure if this is anything to do with your creative pursuits directly or with the company. And the reason I say that is because you have all this energy here in these cards. Because there's influential people, which makes for influential decisions, or people in high places noticing you, seeing you, being enticed by you. Yet there's planning of finances and things happening in your practical realm. There's also news coming in about something you've been waiting for with the Temperance card. And the fact that you've come up in your own reading, this speaks volumes. I really feel it's a strong earth sign. Could be a strong earth or fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo that's coming in. And there's a lot of news, a lot of correspondence. I think you'll be busy. There's key people that are coming into your path here, whether it's in the workplace, gaining more clients, customers. There's a lot of people in these cards, and finances. So I feel there's a very busy period that's coming up for you, Scorpio. Maybe it looks like as though you're on par with these people. So you might be one of the decision makers here. You might be one of these really influential people that have jurisdiction or authority to implement, to make that change. or if it's a job interview, there's potentially up to 3 people that might be interviewing you here. But there's correspondence, something you've been waiting for with the Temperance card. The time of Sagittarius could be significant for you, which is coming up November 22nd, December 21st. For some of you, definitely. There's movement of funds. There's a potential relocation coming in. I think it's a movement. So whether it's a physical movement to a new office, or it's a movement up in the company or into a different department, but there will be discussion of finances or overlooking finances, or you will be doing this more so for your own business or for the company somehow. They'll want your input. Because the next column over, you have the 8 of Wands with this Temperance card. I love the 8 of Wands. It's things lining up. It's synchronicity. Signs are happening around you in the workplace. Correspondence, arrows, things aligning. I think you're ticking off a lot of things, and this is why I think something big is brewing, because there's news about it, but now the universe is actually delivering those clients, this interview, this money, this financial planning, this charity, finances, help, loans. So I think you're embarking on this journey, and it's happening in the practical realm, because you do have the Temperance card, and that can be about having temperance, patience, integrity. Everything has its time and everything has its place. I definitely feel with your finances there's improvement with the amount you're getting, or the way you're budgeting or allocating these finances as well, with the Temperance card, because we see this man here with, he has the wings of Isis, and he has these 2 earthenware chalices, you could say. And I feel there's a real embracing energy with the Temperance card. And it's alchemy. It's also designing something yourself. So I feel like you've been the alchemist for this change. You've been the catalyst for whatever big steps you're about to take in your career. People have helped you along the way, and you'll continue to receive people, especially a fire and an earth sign. But I think they're bringing you up on this. They're helping you climb this ladder, so to speak. A lot of correspondence is coming in, a really, really busy time, but really thorough plans, taking action. As well here. Something you've been waiting on with the Temperance card, news you've been waiting off. It could be from one of these people, whether they're suppliers, wholesalers, superiors, colleagues, bosses, clients, customers. I feel like there's money to be made. You've been waiting for approval of some kind, perhaps, and it's going to come within these next few months. Okay, so we have love. Love in a career reading. It could be love. Could be love that's coming up for you, an interest, a love interest in the workplace. But this also speaks of passion and the tree of life and collaboration. So there's a collaboration coming up. It could even be with up to 3 or 4 people here. You have 4 kings. These 2 King of Pentacles could be the same, but there's collaboration. But I think there's a collaboration that can prove to be quite fruitful, because you have the tree of life here and what looks like Adam and Eve. So it's quite early stages, I feel, this collaboration, this meeting. It could be a job interview that's coming up for some of you, and there will be discussion of pay, and you will finally get that role you've been wanting. Definitely you'll hear news from this person. Could be quite a bit of a lengthy application process with a lot of steps, forms, interviews, etc. But I think for the most part you will impress a lot of people. But it's also coming together by shared common interest, by shared goals, shared aspirations. So I think there's key people that are coming into the career, coming into the workplace. Or it could be that maybe you're working with love and different people, love and relationships, guiding people in their relationships and friendships and, acquaintances, etc. Or there's more passion and creativity when I see the love card. I see a tree full of ideas and giving birth to new ideas, implementing new strategies. But I think people will be key players for you in the next coming months to move up in your career and collaborate potentially. Priestess of Shine, July 8th to August 4th. This could come in the form of a medal. We see this medal here. So a merit award, a gala night in your favor, a tribute for yourself. There's an opportunity to shine and really be in the spotlight here. And I think it is about impressing these people. Or shining with your ability with finances and planning. Excelling at something you do, being picked out from the crowd, being poached. Some of you may be working elsewhere and you might find someone comes in and says, look, I love how you sell, or I love how you do this. Are you interested in this? I've seen your papers. If you're a scholar, I want you on my team. I want you in my lab, whatever it is that you're doing. But I really think it's to do with the collaboration with the love card. So you being in the limelight, it's having confidence. I think you're very confident. As I said, there's a lot of things, there could be upheaval happening around you, but you'll be very confident for the most part. It's about not hiding your talents or being modest with the Priestess of Shine here. You're going to excel through confidence and perseverance. And don't be affected by the negative opinions of others. Be confident and be brave. With the Priestess of Love, it's coming together. Coming together in a really powerful way here. There's commitment, a collaboration, something, a contract. There's, as I said, commitment and consistency. Something that was inconsistent will become consistent. But there's passion as well. The love card speaks about passion. It's about being open to these new possibilities, but I think they are coming definitely for you, Scorpio. Okay, the Priestess of Happiness, absolutely beautiful. I think there's a good disposition here, a very good attitude. I feel there's events around you as well, networking opportunities. So pay attention to those, be open, because there could be someone that proves to be quite benevolent for you that will show up here. There's a whimsiness and a playfulness. So I feel you can be creative. And we also see this this ancient symbol, this ancient key. This ancient key was the key of Solomon, the magical figure of happiness, a symbol said to bring joy and good cheer. So there's cause to celebrate here, whether it's because you gain permanency in a role, whether it's because you've impressed these people, they want to promote you, whether it's this collaboration or this client that you sign on. And it's like that saying, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. So with everything around you here with this turbulent waters with the King of Cups, it's your reaction to it that's really going to impress people, and how you physically deal with these changes, deal with these new regulations, deal with these customers or clients. But happiness, fulfillment, shining with this collaboration or doing what it is that you're passionate about, Scorpio. Absolutely amazing. I really do wish you all the best, though. It's been absolutely wonderful reading.